All right, so let me quickly explain this one for you guys. The color editor tool. Well, the first one, basic tab, advanced tab, all these are used for color grading, and we also have another one right here, which is the color balance, also used for color grading. So I won't want you to touch this one first of all until you get to the color grading aspect. Even you start with the basic and then you go to the advanced. The advanced is more complicated than the basic, but you need to know how to use the basic first before you go to the advanced type. Now the one I want to focus on is the skin tone. Now the skin tone is a very important tool, although we have plugins that can do this, but it's actually very important for you to know more about the skin tones, because it's actually the work of the skin tones tool is to blend the skin. You can see the two different skin we have here. We have on our face we have the yellow, and this we have the dark red. Here we have the light red. So this one is actually mixed already with a little bit of green to get this type of color and lightness, while this one is mixed with a little bit of blue and darkness, reduce the lightness to get this type of rich brown. So but although we have red in the skin tones. Okay, so how do we correct this with this tool? Well, let's go back to our background and then create a new empty layer. And once you create a new empty layer, you're going to grab your brush tool and then you're going to select the face. So we want to select just the face alone, or let's start, we'll select this side. Let's select the face and then see what's going to happen. For the capture one is going to select the face. You can hit M to see the mask. So the face is selected already. So I just clicked it twice. So just imagine how it's going to take your time to do that in Photoshop. Okay, so let's reduce it back a little bit. Now hit M on the keyboard to hide. You can see the difference in the skin, right? Let's blend it. Now once you select the skin, because the mask is selecting the skin, you are going to use this eyedropper tool, which is like a sampler tool as well. You're going to select where you want the color to look like. For example, if I want the color to look more like the down part of our body, instead of this yellow one, I'm just going to select this part. So I'm selecting the down rich part. You can see that is the mixture of the green and the blue. Okay, so now I'm going to select that part. Now you're going to come down to the uniformity. The uniformity tab is where you start from. You increase the hue, the saturation, but don't touch the lightness. Sometimes if you want to get the effect those photographers get when they maintain skin tones and you're just seeing it and you just love it, you can use the lightness, but I don't like using it because the picture will not look natural. So use the hue. I'm going to take it up. Once you take it up, it's going to have the same color with this one. So you can see that the color just changed. 1, 2. Let me do that again. So reset. You can see the yellow. Let's zoom in. Now if I increase the hue, it's going to blend it together immediately, the same hue. Now if you want to have the same saturation, you can increase the same saturation and it's going to have the same saturation. Remember, I'm going to reset this too. Now the saturation of this one is lesser than the saturation of the face. That's why you can see some colors on the face, while on the skin there is no too much saturation. It's less saturated. That's why it's different. So sometimes all you just need to do is just to increase the saturation, and then but you can see that the hue is different. So once you increase the saturation, you see that it's not the same. You now start increasing the hue and then it starts to blend together. So that's how to use the uniformity tab. Well, that's if you want to make this look the same. Now if I increase the lightness, because the face up is light, the down one is not. So if you increase the lightness, it's actually going to blend the two lightness together. And we have from where is this? Okay, from this different to this. Now there are two ways to use this one. I'm going to get rid of ton of this layer and create another layer, a new empty layer. Grab this magic brush and I'm going to select only the face. Now I'm selecting only the face. It's going to select that saturated part of the face, which is just the face. It's not going to select, let's say we select only the face alone, so and some part of the yellows that are on the body. Now what we can do is we can just select the end tool on the skin tones, and because we selected only the face, we can just select the skin, the body, and then adjust it, the hue, and it's just going to affect only the face alone. So that particular range, and we increase the hue, and there we go. And then we increase the saturation and lightness, and it's just going to affect just the face alone. Another way is to use I'm going to go ahead again, turn it off, create another one, the new empty layer, take the brush tool, and I'm going to select just the neck this time around. Let's hit M on the keyboard so you can see where it's selected. Let's just leave it like this. Some parts are not selected. Now you can go ahead, hit M again, select this one. If you want the body to look like the face, you select the face. Remember, I only selected this side. So let's go ahead and increase the hue. Increase the hue, and we have that. So you can see the two are the same thing now. And then you can increase the saturation. Let's see what happens. And then you can increase the lightness. And let's see what happens. So you can see the blend. Let's see the before and after. See the before, which is two different color, and now after, which is now blending. Depends on the one you want to use though. So that's for the color editor tab, and this basic and advanced, I think that's for color grading. I already have a class for that one, but it's not yet time for me to share it with you guys. So this is one of the two, the color editor tool, which I'm going to be using almost all the time in skin correction and other color correction as well. If I want to correct the background as well, I do use this tool a lot. I'm just going to select a new empty layer, select this magic brush tool. You can see I'm using the magic brush tool most of the time. Even if I want to do some eyes and teeth whitening, I can use the brush and magic brush tool. So just select the background. I'm selecting the background right now, and hit M on the keyboard. You're going to see the background is selected, and from this one, since the background is selected, I can go to the color editor, select this particular color, and now I can increase the hue. Okay, this is for color grading. Sorry, go to the this one, select this, and I can select this particular color. Let's select this one, and then increase the hue, increase the saturation. So it's just going to increase the lightness. It's just going to blend the backgrounds, all the backgrounds together, and also increase the lightness here as the same thing. And then let's see, so most of the time decrease the saturation, decrease the saturation. You just have a way of blending everything together. All right, so for this one, this hue and saturation amount is the same thing. Let's go to the one we selected before, which is this one, M, right? So if I increase the saturation, it's going to increase the saturation of that place. You can see it's over increased now. If I take it backward, it's going to decrease the saturation of that place. So that's for the saturation. Now if I want the skin to look more like yellow, I'm going to take it forward, and we're going to have yellow. If I want it to look more like red, I'm going to take it backward, and we're going to have red. You can see the difference. Let me zoom in. So looking like red, looking like what? Yellow. So that's just the difference between these two. It's mostly very, very useful when retouching light skin. If I want the skin to be dark, I reduce the lightness. If I want it to be bright, I increase the lightness. So it's the amount of this one you're actually increasing. So it's just another extra amount. Then if you want to smoothen, if I bring it backward, it's going to have an abrupt edge. You can see on the color wheel there, and if I take it up, it's going to have a very smooth edge, just like color grading. So I'm going to reset and reset. Okay, so that's for the color editor tool, which already you know about curve tool, you know about color levels and the rest. So I'm just going to leave with this one, with the tools, and then as we progress in the class, you can practice with any other image you see using these tools to do color balance or color correction.